The best in Ohio stay in Ohio, and that is exactly what James Laurinaitis is trying to continue at the Ohio State University. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ohio State at the Voice of College Football Network. I am your host, Garrison Gaddy. Now let's get to it. Cincere Johnson, the number 9 linebacker in the class of 2026, has set his 4 visits this upcoming summer. It will be starting with Alabama on May 30th, following with Oklahoma June 6th. After that, he will be in Columbus, Ohio, June 13th, and then finishing off with USC on June 20th. Again, Cincere Johnson out of Cleveland, Ohio, at the prestigious, talent-littered powerhouse that is Glenville High School out of Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, that is one of the best programs in the city, not just in the state of Ohio, but also in the country. We all know Ohio State has been going there for a long time. A shout out to Ted Ginn Sr., one of the best high school coaches and just men you'll hear about in general in the football circles. Ohio State's been getting guys there from Ted Ginn Jr. all the way up until last year when you get Bryce West, and now we're trying to continue the pipeline here with Cincere Johnson. Junior season, 121 tackles, 24 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. Very elite player, really athletic at 6'3", 225 pounds. So one of the guys I believe that you could put anywhere in that front seven in terms of from middle linebacker, outside linebacker, edge rusher to edge rusher and possibly defensive end, depending on how big you would want him to get. I mean, he's already at 225, so at that height and that weight, he could definitely pack on some pounds. A few things before we get started here watching his tape. These are the things I want everyone to be paying attention to because I think these are his elite characteristics that he has. Gap integrity. He shoots out of a cannon. And then it sounds funny, but wrap and rip. And I'll get to that when we watch his tape or his highlight tape. And then his eyes don't lie. So let's get to this here. And my goodness, everybody, what a treat you are about to witness. This is definitely a kid that you want to get in Columbus, Ohio, everyone. I mean, you can clearly see he's a pretty big kid. So let's watch him here. You can see a number 8 right there, middle linebacker. Watch his eyes. Boom, pursuit. Eyes don't lie. Eyes don't lie. Now let's watch him right here. There you go. See it? Gap integrity, shoots through there, wraps up well, doesn't miss tackles. You got to love that at that position. Again, pursuit. Oh, my goodness. You gotta love a kid like that. That he gets low. He doesn't lead with his helmet. He wrapped that's fun. We gotta rewind that, everybody. Let's rewind that real quick for everybody. Let's rewind that because that right there, everyone, is what you call a form tackle. Look at this. I'm sorry, right here. Boom, wraps up low, brings him down. That's beautiful. That's a prime time tackle right there. Again, something I love to see in coverage right there. Sees the screen, eyes don't lie, soft from the get-go. My goodness. Hope that kid's okay. Now, this play right here, watch him, everybody, because this is what he does all for. Now, let's watch it again. Again, gap integrity, shoots out of a cannon, eyes don't lie, wrap and rip. From the get-go, everybody, and I want to stress this. What makes a really good linebacker, even at safety, if you play downhill a lot, you need to be able to read the offensive line, the quarterback, and the running back. Now, what are the signals you're trying to look for? What are the keys you're looking for? When you look at the offensive line, you want to look at where they're going because more times than not, they're going to show you where the ball is going. Watch where the guards are pulling because that will do the same. Now, of course, you can see some misdirection on plays. That's going to happen in football. More times than not, those linemen, those pulling guards are going to take you to where the ball is going to go. Next is the quarterback. Which way does he turn? Of course, again, we understand what misdirection is. More times than not, that quarterback is going to go the way the ball is going. And then you get to the running back. Up until college, I played that position for most of my life. And it's a position that I love to study. Running backs, their tendencies, these are the things they're going to show you sometimes, unless they're really tenured. Look at their feet. Sometimes they're going to point to where they're going. Running back, sometimes they lean early or before the play. That's going to tell you too. And sometimes if you look at their eyes, they're looking over because they want to see ahead of time. They're trying to see who to read, where the blocks are possibly going, and because the running back position is very instinctual, just like the linebacker position, they want to see it. Right here, he does everything on this play. You're going to see him do it a lot throughout this tape. Right here, pursuit, eyes didn't lie, wrap and rip. It's poetry in motion, everybody. This is what you want out of a middle linebacker, someone who can do everything from the get-go, and he has a high IQ. A high IQ. This is someone, I think that Cincere, in all reality, he's someone who's going to play more on the edge as he gets to college. As we get through this tape, you're not seeing a lot of pass coverage, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes everyone that has to do with who you're playing in high school. I can't stand it, but we still have programs these days that are still running the wing T. I call high school football games, and I still see it, and my goodness, does it tee me off. It really grinds my gears, but again, wrap and rip. By the way, everyone, I want you to notice something. You're not seeing guys get away from him. And of course, this isn't full game tape. But I'll die on the hill that a lot of kids don't get away from him. And the reason is because he wraps and rips. He has very long arms, so he can get you from a long distance. But when he wraps you up, he has good grip. He's gonna tear you down. It's not one of those situations where he has to fight for it, pops the ball out there, but he doesn't have to fight for the tackle. He doesn't have to. As soon as he wraps you up, he's immediately taking you down. He's not there to play with his food. He's not there to rip the ball out. Get the ball carrier down. And that is something that he knows, right? It's something that he knows. It's something that he's clearly been coached and taught well on. One of those, I would assume he's one of those kids that as soon as you teach him something, if he does it wrong once, he won't do it again. He won't do it again. Let's watch him right here. Beard off to the left here. Let's see what happens. Gap integrity gets in there. Let's look at that again. You can't see him, everybody. He's right in here. He's right at the 41 yard, right past the 41 yard line. You can't see him, but right here, boom. He's taken down. He gets in there. He does not get pushed back. You're not getting a lot of movement on him. As soon as he gets in that hole, he's there. He sees where he's going. He's taking you down. Big kid. He's fast. Again, elite athlete. You're not going to see a lot of guys at that weight at this age who have not just the size and the speed, but the IQ. He has pursuit. He trusts his eyes, which is really good. He also, what I love about this, he sets his teammates up. When you watch him, a lot of his teammates, Glenville has a lot of talent, everybody, but watch what he's doing. He's making sure that not only that he's in the best position to get to the ball carrier, but that his teammates are too. And right there, it's every play. Every play. Right here, you see goal line stop right in the middle. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Gap integrity, everybody. Gap integrity. You're not going to see that a lot in the high school game. It's something that even as you get to the college game, a lot of guys, they struggle with up into their junior year. It's very common that guys have to develop gap integrity because it's not something that it's something you got to fill out. It's not really something that you're going to learn. You got to fill it out. It's something that you naturally have to, something that you naturally have. It's instinctual. Again, man, some of the notes here I had down, like I said earlier, possibly go down to edge. I think that he puts on some weight, which he will do. You look at the explosiveness that he has, the athletic ability, the ranginess that he has. He's long. He gets off blocks very well. There you see him in coverage. That was nice. I like that one. Great in pursuit. Again, and if he wants to play linebacker, which I'm sure he's going to have the chance to, that's his main position. Coverage is something that you're probably gonna have to work on, but that's for a lot of guys at that position coming out of high school for linebackers. Again, he visits Ohio State June 13th. We've seen how Ohio State handles those days. They do a very good job with it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to put all the bells and whistles to make sure they impress him and his family to get him into Columbus. Just because you're from Ohio does not mean you're going to Ohio State. And last year's class, we saw a lot. Actually, the last two classes, we've seen a lot of the top guys in the state leave. And of course, you can't get everybody, but guys like, I think Urban Meyer said this, and I don't want to butcher the quote, but he said basically the top guys, like the top 5 to 10 guys in Ohio, you got to go get them. You got to. And so this is going to be on James Laurinaitis to go out there, do his job. I trust James. He did a great job with Riley Pettyjohn. Shout out to the Pettyjohn family, everyone. His parents do a great job recruiting for Ohio State, and that you got to love it. Again, Cincere Johnson, elite player, elite athlete. I like everything that he does on the field. But what he's asked to do, he does it exceptionally well. There's nothing in his game that I can sit here and tell you so far on the high school level that he does not do at a high level, at an elite level. I mean, right here, he doesn't even get the sack, but you see him, he falls down. Like, my goodness, man, that right there shows the aura of a player. When a quarterback just falls down, he feels your presence. He knows you're coming. He knows your number. Yeah, man, Cincere Johnson, man. Have a great senior season. Can't wait to watch that, see what you do out of that in this upcoming season, and hope to see you in Columbus soon. Again, Cincere Johnson, everybody. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See us on Mondays with myself and my co-host Ryan Stanos at 8 p.m. You can also catch us on Thursdays, which is your show, everyone. Get in the comments, call in, and join the call-in show. And as always, OHIO.